Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm going to be doing a mostly full face of makeup using e.l.f. products. I love doing these videos with e.l.f. because I get to try out a full face of makeup of products that maybe I haven't really tried before, and I get to tell you guys whether I like it or not. And e.l.f. is so inexpensive, but the quality is amazing, so you guys are going to know what's good. I also will be doing a giveaway in this video, so stay tuned for that for more info on how to enter. A couple new things I have from them to try today are the Sweet 16 Bling Eye Set. These little bite-sized face duos. I'm really excited to try these because I love the little eyeshadow palettes. I got one of their new Ride or Die Lip Balms. I think this is pretty new, the Stale Night Microfine Setting Mist, and just some other products that I haven't tried before. So let's get started. So I think I'm gonna start with eyes today because, like I said, I have this Sweet 16 Bling Eye Set. And in this little set, you get a pair of faux mink lashes. These are the style Social Butterfly. You get one of the little glitter eyeshadows. This one is Flirty Birdie. It also has the Rose Gold Nude eyeshadow palette. I haven't tried this before, so we'll see how this goes. And there's also just a regular black little liquid liner. So like I said, I am doing a giveaway with e.l.f. and one of you guys are gonna win this eye set that I just showed you and one of their poreless putty primers. If you'd like the chance to win these products, all you have to do is leave a comment down below telling me your favorite e.l.f. product, or if you haven't tried e.l.f. before, something that you want to try. And that's all you gotta do to enter. I'm just gonna pick someone at random and someone's gonna win these goodies. Okay, now that I talked about the giveaway, let's do some makeup. I did get an e.l.f. eyebrow product. This is the Instant Lift Brow Pencil. So it has a spoolie on one side and a little tip on the other. This is kind of a thicker tip than I'm used to, so let's see how this goes. My eyebrows are microbladed, so I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of filling in. Okay, the color looks good to me. I don't know what color this is. I kind of want to say it's maybe like a universal brown because it doesn't really say on the pencil. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer in Rose, and I'm just going to use a Sigma P82 to apply this. People ask me all the time how I feel about this eye primer, and I do think it's really, really great. I would say it is comparable to the MAC Paint Pot, and I think this is $3. I like the texture of it. I like the consistency. I like that it kind of hides a little bit of redness on my eyelids, and it just holds onto my eyeshadow well. Like, what more do you need? I'm pretty sure they have a lot of colors too. But like I said, I'm using Rose because this one is like matching my skin tone perfectly. All right, so I'm gonna try out this Rose Gold Nude palette, but I also wanna use this glitter too, so let's see. I'm probably gonna do something a little more on the softer side today. I'm gonna take this shade on a Sigma E35, and I'm gonna place that in my crease. Now I'm gonna dip into this lighter matte shade, and I'm gonna kind of go around the edges of that first color. These shades kind of remind me of like the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's like giving me some throwback vibes here. Okay, so I have this wash of color in my crease. I would call this like mauve-y, almost purple, like a little lavender, but it's really muted, so it's really wearable. So I think I'm gonna layer one of the shimmers with the glitter on top. So I'm gonna take this shimmer shade on my finger, and I'm just gonna press that all over my lid. Ooh, I really like this color. Wow. Once I press that on, I always like to go back to my fluffy brush and just kind of blend around the shimmer. Now I'm gonna take the glitter eyeshadow in Flirty Birdie, and I'm gonna place this more in the center of my lid, and then I'll kind of tap it out. Just add like a little pop of fun glitter to the look. Now I'm gonna take a little angled brush and the darkest shade in the palette, and I'm gonna stamp that along the outer part of my lash line. I could do the whole lash line, but I think I just wanna stick to out here today. All right, just a little definition like that is good for now. I need to wet my sponge. Wet my sponge. I'm gonna stop with the eyes for now. Let's move on to some face makeup. I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. In case you guys didn't know, they have, I believe, 3 versions of this primer. So they have the regular, the matte, and then this one, which is luminous. And because I have more drier skin, I like the luminous. I did pick up their BB cream and I'm a little iffy about this. There weren't really swatches of it, so I just picked like the second to lightest one. We'll see. Okay, the shade is called Buff. Let me swatch this before I apply it just to see how this is gonna look. I can make that work. That'll be fine. And I will be using the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge. I freaking love this sponge. I discovered this in my last video with them and this is now my go-to sponge. Like, it's so good. A lot of you guys recommended this sponge to me and now I am obsessed. And this is a BB cream, so I'm not expecting like the most coverage, but just a little bit. It's a little more yellow than I would like, and it is very, very light coverage. So I'm gonna add a little more coverage to my face. I'm gonna take the Hydrating Camo Concealer. If you haven't tried this concealer, you need to, first of all. It is definitely one of my favorite drugstore concealers. It's so good. It works for spot concealing and under the eyes. I'll even use it as an eyeshadow primer too. Like, it does it all. So that was the shade Light Ivory I just used on my face. And then for under my eyes, I'm gonna use Fair Rose. And again, with this concealer, they have more of a matte formula. And then this one is the hydrating one. I like the hydrating because again, I'm more dry. Now I'm just gonna set a couple areas of my face with the translucent powder. So I kind of like to set right here in the apples of my cheeks and under my eyes. e.l.f. bronzer, where are you? Now I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in Perpetually Tan. And let's do a little bit of bronzing. I'm using a Sigma F10 brush. Okay, and then I just like to pat over everything with my sponge. All right, for blushes, I'm so excited about these. The little bite-sized face duo. Look how cute and tiny this is. I have Spiced Apple and Watermelon. I think since my eyes are so cool toned, I'm gonna do the more pinky blush instead of the warmer blush. So I'm gonna go in with Watermelon. I just can't get over the size of this. So I'm gonna take this side of the blush. All right, and let's try this out. That's pretty. It has a nice, like, little sheen to it. I can get with that. I do really like how this blush looks, and you see how glowy my skin is, and I'm not even wearing highlighter. That Luminous Putty Primer, so good. I did also pick up the No Budge retractable liner just in black, and I think I'm gonna add this kind of to where I put that darkest shadow, just to accentuate this even more. gonna go back to my little palette and take that first matte shade on a Sigma E30, and I'm gonna blend that along my lower lash line. I'm gonna go off camera and pop on some mascara and then these faux mink lashes, so I will be right back. All right, I popped on those lashes. Here are what the eyes look like. I do have a new lip product to try that I'm very excited about. This is the Ride or Die Lip Balm, and I got the shade Tough Cookie. You guys know I'm not like a big liquid lipstick or lipstick fan. I'm more of like a gloss or a balm kind of person, so let's try this. It just comes like a little squeezy tube. I don't know the best way to do this. Let's just do some on the finger maybe? I don't know what to expect. Oh! Wow. It tastes good. I'm making a mess. Whoa. That feels really freaking good. I like that. This is definitely my kind of lip product. I definitely want more of these because I know they had more colors and that feels freaking fantastic. Okay, and my last product I'm gonna try is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Ooh. Refreshing. Lock your look down from AM to PM, lightweight makeup setting spray, suited for all skin types, infused with green tea, cucumber, and aloe. That's what I smelled. I like the cucumber. I like that, and I feel like it added a little bit of a glow too. You see that? And again, I have no highlighter on my face. It's just these glowy products. I love it. All right, and here is my final look with the full face of e.l.f. products. I used everything e.l.f., right? Yes, I'm happy with this look. It was pretty easy to do. I like these soft eyes and how they're kind of more like an everyday wearable look. I think my favorite products from today were the little blush. I'm excited to try the other color I have, a Spiced Apple, because I do love a warm blush. And then this lip balm feels fantastic, so I'm definitely gonna pick up more of these. Again, if you wanna enter that e.l.f. giveaway, make sure you just leave a comment down below telling me your favorite e.l.f. product, or if you haven't tried e.l.f., a product that you'd wanna try. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.